irony, paradox, and oxymoron. These three terms often appear in literature, exams, and everyday conversations. They sound alike, but they work in very different ways. In this video, we'll clearly separate irony, paradox, and oxymoron using examples and explanations that make sense at every level. We'll not only define each figure of speech, but also explain why each example belongs to its category. Irony occurs when there is a contrast between what is said or expected and what actually happens or is meant. In simple terms, irony highlights a gap between appearance and reality. Irony appears in several forms such as verbal irony, dramatic irony, and situational irony. For clarity, we'll focus on common everyday examples. Britain's biggest dog named Tiny. This is an example of verbal irony. The word tiny suggests something small, but the dog is big. The humor and irony come from the direct contrast between the name and reality. He laughed at someone who slipped, then slipped himself. This is a situational irony. The person expects to be an observer of embarrassment, not the victim. The outcome directly contradicts his expectations, which creates irony. Whenever there is a clear mismatch between expectation and outcome, irony is usually involved. A paradox is a statement or idea that appears contradictory or illogical at first but becomes meaningful after careful consideration. The only constant in life is change. The word constant usually means something that does not change. Yet, this statement claims that change itself never stops. Although contradictory on the surface, it actually reflects real-life experiences. Paradoxes can appear in different forms depending on where they are used. Some appear in logic, some in literature, and some in philosophy. A logical paradox challenges reasoning, like the statement, "This statement is false." A literary paradox is used for artistic effect, such as "The child is the father of the man," meaning childhood shapes adulthood. A philosophical paradox explores deep ideas, such as the claim that freedom comes from self. Unlike irony, paradox is not about events or situations. It is about ideas that challenge our thinking. An oxymoron is a short phrase made of two opposite or contradictory terms placed side by side to create a specific effect. A wise fool combines wisdom and foolishness to describe someone who appears foolish but speaks truth. An open secret refers to something widely known but officially unacknowledged. A living death describes extremely emotional or physical suffering. Oxymorons can be grouped based on structure. Some use adjective and noun, some use verbs, and some combine meaning inside one word. In adjectival oxymorons, an adjective contradicts the noun, like open secret. Verbal oxymorons mix action and description, such as deafening silence. Single-word oxymoron combine opposite meanings inside one word, like bittersweet. An oxymoron is sometimes called a condensed paradox. However, the key difference is length and structure. Oxymorons are brief phrases while Paradoxes express complete ideas. Alone together, what is it? This phrase combines two opposites in a short form, making it an oxymoron. If this video helped you understand these terms clearly, consider subscribing to Swotting for more structured English lessons.